Hello, my name is Zahra. Now I live in Semarang as a student of undergraduate accounting at Negeri Semarang University. About my dreams, maybe I don't have a big dream like most people. My dreams is simple. I just want to live a peaceful life, make my parents happy, and if possible, have a loving family. Even so, I'm a big fan of someone who set an amazing record in the history of Muslim in Europe. So, who is he? Imagine a young leader, just 21 years old, fulfilling an ancient prophecy by toppling one of the world's greatest empires. The leader is my role model, Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih, also known as Mehmed the Conqueror. Born on March 30, 1432 in Aegean Ottoman Empire, modern-day Turkey. He was the seventh Sultan of the Ottoman dynasty, ruled from 1444 to 1446, and then from 1451 until 1481. Al-Fatih wasn't just a warrior, he was a brilliant, young, strategic Ottoman warrior. He dreamed of uniting East and West as patron of arts and science. In the world of empires clashing, Byzantine Empire to the west, rising Ottoman power in the east. He was the son of Sultan Murad II, a formidable ruler, grew up in the royal palace of Aden, surrounded by luxury but also intense expectation. From young age, Al-Fatih was no ordinary prince. His father recognized his potential, give him the best education possible. By age 12, he was fluent in multiple languages, including Arabic, Persian, Greek, and Latin. He studied Islamic theology, philosophy, mathematics, and military tactics under top scholars like Mola Quran. From a young age, Al-Fatih spent his days reading Al-Quran, memorizing Al-Quran and Hadith, and practicing sword or archery to prepare for leadership. Under his tutors, he excelled at debating, philosophy, solving complex equations, and stimulating battle strategies every evening. But life wasn't easy. The Ottoman court was full of intrigue. Brothers fight for the throne. Young Mehmed faced political pressure. At just 12 years old, he briefly became Sultan in 1444 after his father's abdication, but rebellions forced him to step down. This early hardship taught him resilience. He spent his teens training as a warrior, honing skilled archery, horsemanship, and strategy. It was during this time a prophecy from Prophet Muhammad, foretold centuries early, ignited his passion. Constantinople will be conquered by a sultan named Muhammad. Al-Fatih saw himself in that vision. It became his lifelong mission. His early life shaped him into a leader who balanced the sword with a pen, faith with intellect. Came in 1451 at age 19 when he ascended by throne for good after his father's death, facing threats from all sides. He quickly consolidated power, but his eyes were on the prize, Constantinople, the heavily fortified capital of the Byzantine Empire. It had stood for over 1,000 years as a Christian stronghold blocking Ottoman expansion. The turning point, and perhaps his greatest milestone, was the siege of Constantinople in 1433. For 30 days, Al-Fatih led 80,000 troops against the city's massive walls, defended by just 7,000 Byzantine. He innovated recently, planned to build massive cannon and to drag ships over land. Wielding massive cannons designed by Hungarian engineer Urban, dragging ships over land to bypass chains in the harbor using psychological tactics to demoralize the enemy. At his 21, Al-Fatih entered the city triumphant, fulfilling the prophecy. This wasn't just a battle, it marked the end of Byzantine Empire and the rise of Ottomans as a superpower. But his story didn't stop there. In the years that followed, Al-Fatih expanded the empire dramatically. Al-Fatih's monumental works went far beyond conquest. He was builder of civilization. After taking Constantinople, he renamed it Istanbul and made it the Ottoman capital, transforming it into thriving metropolis. One of his greatest achievements was converting the Hagia Sophia from church to masjid, symbolizing the dawn of the new era, while preserving its beauty. Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih reminds us that his story is made by those who dare to dream big. Let's honor his legacy by pursuing our own milestone with wisdom and heart. I apologize for any mistake and thank you for your attention. Bye bye.